What if I told you that some of the overtime shifts that you've been picking up, you worked for free? Not because your hospital didn't pay you, but because the IRS took it. Stay with me because what I'm about to share could change how you think about every extra shift that you pick up from this point forward. Hey everyone, I'm Olivia. I'm a registered nurse and certified wealth strategist with the Abundant Life Group. I created this channel because no one in nursing school taught us how to save money and how it actually works. Quick note before we dive in, this information I share here is for educational purposes. I'm not a CPA and I'm not giving you tax advice. What I am is a licensed wealth strategist who helps healthcare professionals build real financial strategies around their income, including how to protect more of what they earn. So let's get into it. Today, we're talking about one of the most important, misunderstood financial topics in our entire profession: overtime and taxes. Let me paint a picture. You had a rough month, short staff, your unit is begging for coverage, so you pick up three extra shifts and you're exhausted, but you're thinking this is going to be a great paycheck. And then it hits your account and something feels off. You worked an extra 36 hours and it feels like you barely made anything extra after taxes. And here is why. So most nurses don't realize that overtime income is taxed at your marginal tax rate. Let me explain what that means. The US tax system works in brackets. You don't pay the same tax rate on every dollar you earn. You pay a lower rate on your first chunk of income and a higher rate on every extra dollar above a certain threshold. Here's what happens to a nurse earning 80,000 a year. Your base salary keeps you comfortably in the 22% federal tax bracket. But the moment that you start adding overtime, shift differentials, bonuses, travel, contract assignments, those extra dollars get you pushed into the 24% bracket, sometimes even the 32nd percent bracket, which means for every $100 overtime you earn, that government could be taking $32 before it ever reaches your bank account. And that's just federal taxes. Add your state income taxes on top of that, and some states you're looking at 35 to 40 cents on every overtime dollar that you earn. And too much overtime just pretty much means that a few days will be worked for free. But here's what makes this even more frustrating. It's not just your paycheck that gets hit. If you're a travel nurse or picking up significant overtime, your higher income can actually affect other things too, like your student loan repayment calculations, like your eligibility for certain tax credits. And here's one that most nurses never heard of, and that is IRMAA, IRMAA, Income Related Monthly Adjustment Amount. So this is Medicare surcharge that kicks in when your income exceeds certain thresholds. Most nurses are decades away from Medicare. So why does this matter now? Because financial habits that you build today determine what your retirement plan looks like in the future. So if you spend your entire career in tax deferred accounts like 401ks, 403bs, pulling that money out in retirement triggers income. And that income could push you into IRMAA territory, meaning your Medicare premiums in retirement cost significantly more than your colleagues who planned their tax strategy differently. Listen, this is very important. Nobody told us this in nursing school. No one told us this in orientation. And most financial advisors aren't talking to nurses specifically about this. This is why I am here. So, what do you actually do about this? I want to give you three things that you can start thinking about right now. So, number one, understand your tax brackets before you pick up overtime. Know what bracket you're in. Know at what income level you cross into the next one. That doesn't mean don't pick up overtime. It just means pick up with your eyes open. Number two, start building in a tax-free bucket. Now, most nurses don't know about this bucket. They only know about one bucket, and that's the tax deferred bucket, your 403bs and your 401ks. But there are actually three buckets. You have bucket one, which is your taxable bucket. You pay taxes now and on growth. Then you have your tax deferred bucket. You pay taxes on later after withdrawal. And then you have your tax free bucket. You never pay taxes on the growth or the withdrawal. The tax-free bucket is the most powerful bucket and most underused bucket in our profession. This includes lifetime income retirement plans, Roth IRAs, health savings accounts, and other tax advantage strategies that most nurses have never been introduced to that allows your money to grow completely tax-free, be accessed tax-free, and protect your family all at the same time. I won't go into this any deeper today, but if you want to know exactly about what strategy I'm talking about and which one works better for your financial plans, click the link in my bio and let's have that conversation. Number 3, stop letting overtime be your only wealth building strategy. I get it. The money is there, the unit needs the coverage, and picking up shifts feels like the safest and the fastest path to more money, but it's really not. Overtime is active income. It requires your body, your time, your energy. And one injury or illness or one burnout, and we know burnout is real, and one breaking point, and that income stops immediately. Real wealth is built in assets that work when you don't. That's what we help healthcare professionals achieve and build at the Abundant Life Group. If this video opens your eyes to something you didn't know before, that's exactly why I created this channel. Because you didn't go into healthcare to be financially stressed, did you? And you deserve to understand how money actually works for someone in your profession. If you want to go deeper, I have a free ebook called Scrubs to Assets, the Healthcare Professional's Blueprint for Building Real Wealth. The link is in my bio and it's completely free. And if you're ready to look at your full financial picture, your tax exposure, your wealth gaps, and your strategy, click the link in my bio for a free wealth gap analysis. Again, I'm Olivia Yates, registered nurse and certified wealth strategist with the Abundant Life Group. Subscribe for weekly videos on protecting your health, your wealth, and your legacy. And I'll see you on the next one.